Well, I'm going to begin, Margot, by saying, I mean, the film is very kind of cinematic, but at the same time, it's very kind of dialogue heavy. And in some ways, it feels like a nice kind of mixture between a kind of stage and screen production. Was that part of the appeal in getting involved in this production?
You hit the nail on the head. That's exactly how I felt when reading it. Yeah, you said it better than I've said all day. It was the perfect mix. I did really at the time want to do a play, and it had such incredible dialogue and so much of it, which is a rare opportunity in feature films sometimes. And it did still have this cinematic scope. Anytime you're world building, you kind of have this opportunity to create and not be, stuck with any parameters when it's not sci-fi, but when it's a world where we don't have to say where we are and what year it is. Your options are, limitless. It was really, really fun. And then at the same time, it was all about characters having conversations, which I love.
And talking of sort of rare opportunities in cinema, you got to work with Mike Myers, which is quite a rarity in itself, because he never
definitely never thought that would happen to me in my life.
I mean, what was that like? Because he's one of those people where I just look at him and I just start laughing because he's just one of those.
I know, because you see all the characters he's ever played, you're just like, oh my god, it's fat bastard. Oh my god, it's you're just like, oh yeah, it was just absolutely mind-boggling. I don't think any of us could really believe it. We were like, yeah, I just never thought I'd get the opportunity to work with Mike Myers. It's so cool. And of course, I mean, because he's one of the innovators of the great American doing an English accent. Obviously, yes. You've had to do, not that you're American, but you've had to do lots of English accents before. Yeah. Is there anything you really stumble over? Is there any phrases that always are quite difficult? And then conversely, what's your favourite thing to say in an English accent? Oh, that's a good question. The two words that always mess me up is no, because it's such a... Everyone says, like in Australia, we give like a 2-letter word 19 syllables. We're like, no, like it's really nasal and long. And home, I really have trouble. I don't know why. I can't say no and home. I always fall out of the accent on those two words.
And your favourite?
And my favourite phrase? Oh, I don't know. I kind of pick a phrase for each character. I'm trying to think. I mean, we shot this 2.5 years ago. I'm trying to think of an Annie line. It's coming home.
Yeah. By the time this interview goes up, it would have already come home.
Yeah, it's come home.
Yeah. Obviously, you play quite a ruthless, slightly unhinged character in this instance who will kind of stop at nothing to get what she wants. I mean, in some ways, she's not too dissimilar to Harley Quinn. Did you tap into a relatively similar mindset? I guess maybe, I'm not sure which came first. This might have come before that. But do you think those characters do share some sort of similarities?
Yeah, no, everyone has said that, and I didn't see it at the time. I guess when you're so close to something, you don't really... I didn't pick up on that. I thought they were very different. But in hindsight, yeah, they do have a lot of characteristics that are similar. This is probably darker than you wanted to go, but I did look into, sociopaths a lot when trying to figure out how to play someone like Harley, and obviously how to play someone like Annie. Which is really interesting. It's a really interesting psychological study. Dark. Really dark.
I mean, because it's acting quite cathartic in that way. I mean, you get to play and sort of people and display kind of traits we don't get to exercise in real life, but you kind of get to fulfil them on screen.
Totally. It's half the appeal is you get to do all these things you'd never get to do in real life. And, I'd never have the guts to say any of the things my characters say. And then you get on screen, you can scream it at someone. It's you feel like you're breaking the rules. It's fun.
And just finally, we obviously just briefly mentioned Harley Quinn before, but that is a role it looks like you will be reprising again in the future. You must be looking forward to getting back into that.
I really am. I've missed playing her. It's going to be fun.
Thank you so much for your time
Thank
today.
you.
Much appreciated.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey